Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing some more game hunting. I found some great deals on Facebook Marketplace and OfferUp, and I'm going to be driving out to Los Angeles County, over the hill to the valley. We're going to be going through Reseda, Tarzana, Chatsworth, out to Woodland Hills, picking up some awesome video game deals, getting some consoles, some video games, and some accessories. At the end of the video, I'll be doing some testing of the consoles, and you'll be seeing me play this one here, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So let's get on into it. Hey, what's up guys? We're out getting some more deals right now. I think we have 3 deals we're about to go do. I'm heading to an area we call the Valley. I live in Simi Valley, and then you go over this little mountain and you get to Los Angeles County. And the first area you go to, the San Fernando Valley. So I got 3 deals lined up. I really had 1 deal, and then I reached out to every other deal I've been watching and asked them if they would take a lower price, because I'm going to be in the area anyways, just to see if I can just go pick up a couple other things. And a few people came back and said, yeah, come take my stuff. So one of them's a Nintendo DS, typical DS. She was asking 50 bucks, no charger. I said, would you take 25? She said, yeah. So going over, gonna get that one first. Then I'm gonna stop off at another guy who has a 3DS XL. So it's got 5 games, a case, and he was asking 210. I can see he already marked it down from like 240. It's been up there for a couple weeks. So I asked him, would he take 200 even? And he said, yeah. I looked him up, and just the 3DS XL with Zelda, somebody recently sold for 240. So plus the 4 other games, we're looking at a pretty good little markup there, a little profit. And then the main one that I actually lined all these ones up around was, there's a guy selling a Sega Saturn out here for 120. He was asking, he had a bunch of other items. I always look and see what other items people are selling when I'm going to go pick up, just to see if we can throw together a bundle deal, maybe get a couple other things for cheap while we're there. So I bundled up a bunch of stuff and said, would you take 115 for all this stuff? He said, yeah. And then I'm going over to pick that stuff up. At the end, I threw one last thing on. I said, would you take $5 for the Snorlax Plushie, make it even 120? And he's like, yeah, sure, go for it. So about to get to the first deal, then we're gonna run to the next couple, and I'll talk to you guys in a few. All right guys, we're back from the pickup. 3 different locations. I went to the first location, and the DS did not look good. Both screens were super scratched up, looking bad. I was only going to pay 25 bucks for it, but then once I saw it in person, I said, you know, this isn't worth me trying to fix, and it's probably only worth a couple bucks. I didn't even want to insult the person and tell her, you know, I'll give you $5. I didn't even want to do that, so I just said I'm not interested once I saw it, which sucked because it was actually the furthest place I went today. But the other 2 spots I went were pretty close to there, only about 10 minutes back my direction. So I got 2 pickups, and I'll show you guys what I got. All right, so I guess this would be the second spot I went to, and we'll start with this bigger bundle that I got. The main thing is down at the bottom, but I got a copy of Mario Kart 8 for the Wii U, disc only, with a Wii wheel, and those are really good for bundling with Wiis. I've got a bunch of Wiis for sale, so that'll be cool. This is another thing I just asked to add in at the end because I was looking to bundle some stuff up and see what I can get, and it was a set of Minecraft books. I believe there's 4 to the set, so it is missing some. I only paid $5 for the 3 of them, but they're in very nice condition, nice corners on them. They don't look bent. They don't really look like they've really been even read much, so I thought that was kind of cool. We got the Snorlax Plushie, which was the thing I said I added in at the end, for $5 on eBay. Things like this are selling for about 10 to 15, so I only paid 10 bucks for it. Maybe I'll make 5 or 10 bucks off it, but I figure while I'm there, it's kind of cool. It's a 14-inch Snorlax plushie. Kind of cool. And here's the big item. The very rare and elusive Sega Saturn. So I've never actually even seen a Sega Saturn in person. Unfortunately, this one does not come with a game or anything, so I have Independence Day, the Will Smith movie. They made a game for Sega Saturn on Independence Day, so I have one of those ordered. Of course, got all the hookups, got the controller, the AV cable, and the power cable. So in 4 or 5 days when the game gets here, I'll be able to check it out and really try it. And yeah, this is the thing that I'm most excited about. So for this whole bundle here, I paid $120. The guy was originally asking $120 for the Sega Saturn, but I wrote him and said, would you, maybe, does it play Sega games? I don't really actually know much about this, but I see it says cartridge input. Anyways, I saw the Sega Saturn. That's the thing that got me most excited, and I looked at his other items for sale and saw all these other things. there's actually one other thing here. It's a PlayStation 3 little keyboard, Bluetooth keyboard, so I don't have a remote or a keyboard or anything like that, so I thought that was kind of cool. I got this for $5, super cheap. But yeah, the Sega Saturn, man, that's the thing. So he wanted $120 for this. It came out to be $120 for everything, which is pretty good, I think. I might be able to double my money on the Sega Saturn once it's tested and confirmed to work and I can list it on eBay. I would really love to keep it in the collection, but, you know, for a $100 investment, it's probably, if I can get $200 out of it, you know, that's probably the better way to go for me. I'm still building the collection back here. I'm probably going to price it a little higher, just so it sits a little longer, looks good on the shelf back there, and then it will go off to its new home. The second spot, which was very lucky because these places, these 3 spots were about a half hour from my house. That's why I tried to bundle a bunch of spots. Once you get over the hill into the valley, as we call it, it's kind of a trek, it feels like. So I wanted to do as much business over there as possible. And these second and third stops were actually within 3 minutes of each other. I put in the address for the third place and it said 3 minutes away. I didn't even hit a major street. I went like 3 streets over, just through residentials, and came to the next spot. So this one was for a Nintendo 3DS XL. I've had a Nintendo 3DS, it sold right away. I've had DSIs, those sell right away when priced right. So this one is a 3DS XL. It's in great condition. Screen's a little loose, the hinge, which I think is just the springs. I'm not really sure yet. I might try to sell it as is. I'm not really sure yet, but overall, it's very nice. Screens are in beautiful condition. There is a screen protector on it that's lifting, so I'm probably going to pull that off. Sell it without the screen protector. I play on DSs a lot, and DS Lites, and DSIs, and all that stuff. I don't have an XL, and I definitely want to keep it, but I'm not going to. It's going to be for sale. So this bundle was $200. It came with a little case, came with the turquoise rimmed 3DS XL, and it came with 5 3DS games. So this is what really sweetened the deal. You could sell this for almost $200. I saw somebody had just sold a 3DS XL with Ocarina of Time, Zelda, and they got $240 for it. And that's when I went like, ooh, okay, if they got $240, maybe I can get $240 for it with this game, and then these other 4 games are just extra on top, over the profit. We got Mario Kart 7, which is one of the best games. Mario Kart, you can't beat Mario Kart. We got Pokemon Y, which I looked up. It's only worth about $15-20. I should look into it. It might be worth keeping for me. I don't know. We'll see. We got Mario Party Island Tour, another one that could be $15-20, and A Link Between Worlds Zelda. So, a couple of Zelda games, a couple Mario games, actually, and a Pokemon game for $200. For all that with the charger, this will probably get me about $60 in profit. This setup over here, I'm thinking maybe $100 in profit on the Sega Saturn, maybe $5 on the Snorlax. This is going to help me sell a Wii system, so maybe we'll say $10. So we're looking at some pretty good profit there between just 2 different stops. I wanted to give you guys a little tip. This is what I do when I'm going to buy from multiple spots like this. When I'm going to go to multiple stops, though, I don't want to pull out a wad of $200, $300 because I'm going to a bunch of places in a row. So what I do ahead of time is I'll make a list, which I don't have here right now, of the stops I'm going to go to with the people's name, the product, what their asking price was, and what the negotiated price was. So then I'll have my stops on an actual paper list. And when you're pulling up to the house, I pull out just the cash for that spot. You don't want to be pulling out like $300 and looking through it. It's kind of sketchy. Sometimes you're going to people's houses, they're inviting you in. It's a little sketchy, especially in like a parking lot or something weird like that, a gas station at night. I don't do my deals at night. Once in a while I will, but for the most part, I always want to go when it's light out, and I'm not going to show them my whole wad of cash. So that's a tip. If you guys are going to go around and do this kind of stuff, be smart about it, because you never know who's out to scam you. I don't like going to people's houses. I wouldn't recommend it. You never know who's going to come behind you with a baseball bat and try to steal your car once you're in there. I mean, it may sound a little paranoid, but who knows, who knows what people are going to do. So if you're going to do this kind of stuff, be smart, be safe. I always bring a big-ass knife, too. So if something comes, worse comes to worse, and they start doing something weird, cornering me, hey, you might have to shank someone and run for it. You never know, man, honestly. So it gets a little sketcy. I've had so many people try to scam me on like OfferUp and Facebook Marketplace, trying to say, pay me with the Cash App, pay me with Zelle. And those are the apps that you can't reverse it once it goes through. They're trying to say pay me through family and friends so that I don't get paid, I don't get charged fees. But if I'm buying something for 200 bucks, I've looked up the fees, it's like 10%. I'd rather pay the 10% extra on top just so I have the insurance of if this deal goes through, I can go contact PayPal or whatever company and get my money back. You want to have buyer's protection. So that's something to keep in mind if you're going to be buying things used and going to people's houses and stuff like that. It gets a little sketchy and you're going to have to take a little bit of a risk. Sometimes you can't test the items before you buy them. So that's just all things to keep in mind. I've been burned a couple times buying controllers in big bundle deals. They'll throw in 4 controllers. I get home and the controllers don't work. I met this guy at a gas station. What are you going to do? You're going to call him back or email him back and tell him you want your money back? If you're doing this as a business, you got to kind of factor that stuff in, and you got to just be smart about it. If you want to be really smart about it, you can get like a power inverter in your car, a small TV, and hook it up and test it out. Try it right there on the spot. All right, guys, it's been a few weeks since the pickups. My hair is a bit longer. A bunch of the stuff has sold. But I got the Sega Saturn games in, and I got this awesome joystick for the Sega Saturn. This thing was on eBay, untested. Now that I have a Saturn here, I can buy untested things, test them, and flip them for 10 bucks, 20 bucks more sometimes. Untested stuff sells for way less money because people can't guarantee it does work, but they can't say that it's broken. They want to tell you it's untested, so it goes for a discounted price. But what I'm finding is the majority of the time when I'm buying big lots of untested stuff, 80% of it works, 90% of it works. It's usually pretty good stuff. It's just that people don't know exactly where it came from. Maybe they buy storage lockers or buy things in bulk. They got a bunch of old video games and they don't know what to do with them. They don't want to test them. They got a bunch of accessories and they don't have every single system pretty much like I do here. So that's what I like to do. Lately I've been buying big lots of things, mixed lots with tons of random things in them, getting things super cheap, cleaning them up, taking them apart, making them all nice, and flipping them. This joystick right here costs like 50 bucks they go for sometimes. And I got this for $17 untested. Just finished testing it out for the first time and it works great. So I wanted to set up the camera and do a little bit of playthroughs with the games I've got because I was having a lot of fun starting to play this game here. So this one is Virtua Fighter 2. It's kind of one of the big titles for Sega Saturn. And this is the one that I was playing and man, I was having some fun with it. So that game's really cool. And then we also got Independence Day, which to me is so cool because I grew up in the 90s. Will Smith was the man, and Independence Day was one of my favorite movies growing up. I love this movie. I still love it today. And yeah, this thing is in such good condition. How beautiful is this? The cases for Sega Saturn are really cool, really unique. There's no other game cases like this. The Sega Saturn I got works great. The only thing with it is there's an internal battery that sets the time and date. And every time I turn the system on, it wants me to reset the time and date because that battery is dead. So that's no big deal. It's actually a CR2032 battery. I just bought a pack of them for like $6 for 6 of them. And it's really easy to replace. So I'll show you guys maybe me replacing the battery at some point. And I don't have the heart to let it go yet. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to be buying some untested stuff and testing it out with the Saturn. And yeah, it's cool. I want to keep it around for a little bit. Let's bust out the Saturn. Let's play some Virtua Fighter. And then we're going to play some Independence Day. So right now over here on the shelf is where the Saturn resides. Thing is so cool. It's almost a little bit too big for this shelf. So it hangs over a tiny bit. I got it right here next to the Dreamcast I recently got. Very cool. This is like one of the Sega areas. Got a couple Sonic games back there. Sonic 1 and 2 for Dreamcast. Then we got the 2 Saturn games back there looking all good. Got the traditional controller there. And like I said, I just picked this up. So this is really cool. I have a weird obsession with joysticks. I have these Street Fighter joysticks, a pair of them up here so we can get down with 2 players. I have a Sega Genesis, hard to see back there, joystick. I got the NES joystick. There's a Super NES joystick that matches the Advantage. I think it's called the Super Advantage. I really want to get it, but I haven't come across one in a lot or a cheap one yet. So, and also I don't play that much Super Nintendo right now. So I'm kind of holding off on that until I can find a really good deal on one. But I'm thinking about redoing this shelf here because I got a bunch of 360s. I'm going to be listing 2 of them soon, and one of them's got the red ring of death, so I don't know what I'm going to do with the last one. But I need to move these somewhere else and expand this shelf out so I could fit the joystick here. I have another 360. This is my personal one that I use, so I got to move that one too because I want to expand my Sega shelf over. I got games stacked up in there and I don't really like that. And I want to display the joystick a little bit better, so if I can get another row of games going, move the console over, I'll probably have enough space for that joystick and then have like a full Sega section going all the way across. That'd be pretty cool, huh? Alright, so let's get this system rocking and rolling. Right now, inside there we got Virtua Fighter. There it is. It's this game right here. And let's kick that thing on. Bring the joystick over. 1995. So I guess I was 9 years old when this came out. I would have loved this when I was 9. I was playing Sega. Now with this joystick I'm using, it's a 6 main button joystick. So A, B, C, X, Y, Z. And with this game you have to enable the top row buttons. So let's see, I enabled them earlier, but I've turned the system off. So I'll probably have to re-enable them. It's funny how they tell you their occupation here. So this guy's a kung fu teacher. I like this guy. This is the one I picked earlier. So we'll go with him. Alright, oh my god, I'm getting my ass kicked right off the bat. Oh, KO. So it's kind of a typical fighting game. It's a good fighting game, I would say. This is entertaining. I love Street Fighter. I love Mortal Kombat. What's that other Tekken? That's like the other really, really big one. I played that in the arcades, and it's cool. This game's weird. See how there's a square we're fighting on? A square of bricks, and there's the dark square, and there's a lighter square? This is kind of like sumo wrestling, that if you get hit out of that darker ring, darker square, you lose. So you got to stay in the center, and I don't know how to pivot around, because it's a kind of you fight in somewhat of a 3D space. Oh, dang, she knocked me down with that kick. That was nice. Oh, geez, that was a big one. Oh, no. Dang, she's ripped. Look at those arms. This joystick has a little bit of a squeak. Hear that? It's a little weird. Oh, crap. Oh, no. The A button sticks a little bit, too. So I'm going to have to take this thing apart and clean it. The A button works, but it does stick. Oh, geez. She always strikes back. Oh, head kick knockout. Nice and clean. I like it. Oh, yeah. Another one of my favorite fighting games that I've kind of just gotten into is this UFC game. For Xbox 360, no, PS3. I also just got for Xbox 360 the UFC trainer game where it like makes you do push-ups and all this kind of stuff and makes you kickbox. I'll demo that for you guys one day too, but maybe both of them in the same episode or something. But I like that UFC trainer game. It's really cool. I think you could probably see there's the Kinect camera right there. So the Kinect camera right here, it actually watches you and you can see your silhouette up on the screen. And when you're throwing punches, it'll tell you like different combos to throw, and if you do them right, you know, it recognizes that you're doing them. So it's really cool. Even though you're just shadow boxing, you're not hitting anything. Fighting an old man, that seems uncool. He fights low. I'm noticing some of my high attacks aren't hitting him. Haha, what's up? Turning back kick. Turning side kick, I don't know what you want to call it. Oh no, the old man beat me. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. Give me another shot. Throw me back in, coach. Oh my god. Slow your roll. You slow your roll, man. Damn. Dude. What is that stupid jump? What was that? Okay, so I lost. Let's check out one of the other games. Let's check out Independence Day. I like the joystick, but I'm going to switch to like the traditional controller for this game, because I'm pretty sure it's designed to be played with like a normal controller. It's a cool controller, I like it. I wish it worked for the Sega Genesis, but it doesn't have the same port. Okay, Grand Canyon objective. Destroy the field generators on the city destroyer, then take up the primary weapon. So the field generators. Okay. Alright, we're flying already. Okay, wow.
That alien destroyer is going to make it tough to track them bandits. Don't look sharp. Contact our multiple bandits.
Whoa. Okay, wow. I don't know what the field generators are. It's just confusing already. Let's see. Is it the thing that I was just shooting at? Okay, maybe that was one of them. Okay, I think there was another one right next to it. Let's see. What's this? Picked up 5 missiles.
You're entering perimeter force field. Hurry! Move field carriers on the destroyer.
Where are they? I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Are those them? No, that's a bush. Up here somewhere? Okay, I think I gotta figure out how to play this game because this one's a little too tricky and it did not go well. Seems fun though. Seems like I should go on YouTube and watch somebody who knows what to do play it so that I know what to do and I can kind of just mimic them. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, let your friends know about it who are also into retro games. I also have a link to my eBay store down in the description, so if you see anything on there you like, DM me on Instagram and I'll give it to you at a discounted price because we won't be paying eBay fees, and since you're a follower, I'll give you a little discount and I'll hook you up. I got a bunch of systems. I just picked up a huge lot of Sega Genesis and Wii's. So if anybody wants a Sega Genesis or a Nintendo Wii, I think I have a PS2, a couple PS3s, a couple PS2s actually. I got some Slims, I got some full size. Got a bunch of systems here right now. So if anyone's interested in getting into the old retro stuff and jumping on board with me, hit me up and let me know what you're looking for and I'll tell you what I got. Thanks so much for watching and I'll see you guys in the next video.